Hi, Kevin Coop here, and this is FaceTime with the Content Guy. So I wanted to follow up on my rant in FaceTime from last week, where I went on and on about how I think it's important that when you're doing a sentence, after you have a period, you need to have two spaces rather than one space before you start the next sentence. And listen, I got pretty incensed about this, and I said I thought one way was the right way and the other way is the wrong way. Two spaces always better than one space. And I said this is where I was planting my flag, and I was going to start a campaign about this. Well, this must have, resonated with a lot of people. I got a ton of email on this subject, and I got emails. I was about 50-50 as it ends up. About 50% of the people who wrote in agree with me, and about 50% of the people who wrote in disagreed with me. Some people think I need to get a life, and some people think I need to get a hobby. But by and large, it was a 50-50 split. But here was the really interesting thing, and the business lesson I did not expect to get from all this. I got emails from a number of people pointing out that in the text version of the FaceTime video, it was all one space. And why would I be ranting about two spaces and then have one space in the text version? This is a very good question. I was actually kind of surprised by this. I hadn't checked. So I went back and I did a little research, and it ends up that I don't know if it's browsers or whatever it is that I'm using to post morning newsfeed automatically changes what I put into the Word Pages document, the word processing document that I use. Basically takes that and it converts it to one space because it's just more efficient. So it ends up that despite all my passion on this subject, it didn't really matter. Technology was going to overcome all of my objections and make it work the most efficient way. I think that's really kind of interesting, don't you? I think it's fascinating that that technology basically is structured to work a lot of the inefficiencies out of the way we do things, and it doesn't matter what our opinion is. That, as I say, is an important business lesson. Listen, in my own way, I was practicing a kind of epistemic closure, and technology overcame it. Listen, we all feel passionately about different kinds of things. There are things we all get on our high horses about from time to time. Sometimes you have to step back and say, does it really matter? Is it going to be fixed or adjusted by things that are totally outside our control? In this case, that's exactly what happened. That's the business lesson I learned. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this Thursday morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.